Well, Mark Twain said it best. The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. Sorry for pulling a Biden on you for the moment there. Yeah, the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. It's freezing here. It's been 7 or 8 weeks of horrendous weather. I know there's a heat wave throughout the Southwest and the Southeast, but you know what? I can't take the cold anymore. I actually hate the weather. So if you want cold weather, come to San Francisco, but be sure to bring an overcoat. The weather is just relentlessly horrendous. Fog, cold, damp. Oh, it gets a little warmer in the afternoon. But as you can see, take a look that way. See the fog coming in from the Western Pacific? Yeah, so if you want cold weather, come to San Francisco, but be sure to wear galoshes in the streets of San Francisco. Well, anyway, Michael Savage signing off. Mark Twain was right again. Oh, there he is. There's my little seagull waiting for bread. I've stopped feeding him. He's getting too fat. See him? I know these seagulls. They say that bread kills seagulls. I don't know. They haven't died yet. I haven't seen one of them die. It's like gluten in America. They're more frightened of gluten than they are of Putin. What can I say to you? This is Michael Savage saying it's a crazy world and it's going to get crazier and sicker. And I think I'm going to do a new review, a film review, a TV review very soon on another day on YouTube. Perhaps the most despicable thing I've ever seen in my life is this HBO thing called Idol. You know, Sam Levinson is a great film director. Well, he produced a monster of a son called Sam Levinson, who produced, I don't know, he's directed something called The Idol with Johnny Depp's daughter in it. It's bad. It's worse than softcore porno. In fact, let me read what I wrote since I'm doing this right now. Yes, I shaved my beard off. Maybe I'll grow it back. It doesn't matter. There's very little else that I can do in the world right now except shave my beard, put my beard on. I woke up this morning laughing in bed as I was writing a review of The Idol. So let me read what I wrote to you and see what you think of it thus far, okay? We'll just do it naked without any planning. So it was going to be a little mini TV review of The Idol. And let's see, how does it go like this? Here's what I wrote. You probably don't watch it. Most of you don't get HBO. I don't blame you. But it's a big series. It's so bad that they're cutting it short by one segment. So here's what I wrote. Has anyone has anyone seen it's early in the morning. I got up too early. I should get my coffee. Has anyone seen The Idol on HBO? You want naked psychological nudity? You have it this morning. It's me. I kind of got up to write this review, and I was laughing in bed because I can't take the insanity of the country I'm living in anymore. You have, what's his name? Lindsey Graham, the guy who grew up in a whorehouse in the South. You have Blumenthal, who looks like the biggest freak on the planet. God knows what he does to get off at night. I have no idea. The two of the sickest people in American political history, next to Bernie Sanders, have come up with a new plan to start World War III about blowing up a nuclear plant, and therefore the United States should get drawn into the war. I've never seen anything like this. They belong in an asylum. So here's what I wrote here. Let's see now. I may as well turn the camera around so you could see that I actually wrote it. Here it is. Let's see. The Idol. Now, I'll let you look at the scape. Charles Manson meets L. Ron Hubbard and appears as a black ex-con in a do-rag. He meets and dominates a tall, blonde nymphomaniac who appears to be able to hold a few bars of indecipherable lyrics in a Hollywood Hills mansion home studio. By the way, she's played by Johnny Depp's daughter. Surrounded by an entourage of the Hollywood types which make people in red states pray for an earthquake or one of Putin's lurking subs to find their mark, eliminating everything from the Pacific Ocean to the San Gabriels. The cast of characters include the greatly obese and wise black woman. There's always an obese, wise black woman now in every show on television. Suddenly, they're the smartest people on the planet. They're like a combination of Moses and Einstein. The cast of characters includes the greatly obese and wise black woman who looks like Mama Cass after a crash weight gain regimen of pie and ice cream. The gruff-like Israeli Jew who appears to be some sort of business manager, record producer, but comes across as a Jewish patio furniture salesman of the 1950s. Add softcore porn throughout, mixed-race sex, sadomasochistic scenes out of a Hitler torture flick, all overseen by the degenerate minds of CAA and HBO. It makes even the most tolerant minds pray for Category 9 running down Sunset Boulevard. Now, Sam Levinson is the, quote, director. He's a former heroin addict who reflects the mindset of a junkie on withdrawal. His father, Barry Levinson, the creator of great lavish films such as Diner, Bugsy, Rain Man, Wag the Dog, and one of my all-time favorites, Avalon, an Immigrant Family Saga, the director Levinson should have sent the young Sam to a military academy and told him, "Don't go into the movie business, Sam. You'll destroy yourself and the family name." As a final footnote, here's the worst joke in the history of television writing. There's a character played by someone who plays a Live Nation representative who's upset about one of the characters, and because we need to know she's such a horrendous person, he makes this joke, quote, "Right now, she's making me have IBS. I'm effing shitting more blood than a kid at Epstein's Island." That's an example of the filth and degeneracy in Hollywood, which is why America is heading towards a civil war. There's only so much more we can take of this insanity. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you come out to San Francisco to enjoy the coldest winter you've ever spent, which will be the summer in San Francisco. I'm freezing. I just don't believe it. My hands are ice cold. I have to wear gloves in the house to avoid turning the heat on. Even my seagull is freezing out there, begging me to throw him a hot bagel. Okay, folks, enjoy your heat wave. Maybe I won't complain about this anymore. It's horrible. I've lived here for how many years now? 1974. Let me do a quick Biden. 74 to 2024 is how many years? Do the quick math. Well, you go to 2000 to 24 is 24, then you minus the 26, and you put the two together. That's how many years I've lived here. I used to love living here. I used to love the cold. I don't like it anymore. I can't stand it. But I'm not going to become one of those old guys who moves to Florida when it gets too cold and his joints start to hurt him. I have a house in Florida, but I can't stand it there either. In fact, I have no reason to go back to Florida. Not only do I despise the weather, but I'm not going to Mar-a-Lago ever again. I'll tell you about that on another installment of the Michael Savage ongoing saga. Well, stay tuned because more coming later. I could see I'm in a rare form here for what's coming down the sequence of insanity running out of Washington, D.C. You want me to talk about Putin? You want me to talk about the great deception he's just pulled off on the schmucks in the media like Andy Cooper? Well, that's it for now. That's all, folks. Bye now.